Representative, good morning to you. Let's talk about the second special session here. Do you expect that property tax relief will finally happen this time?
Well, we have 30 days to figure that out. And so I think more discussions or more conversations will be had and more negotiating, and hopefully we'll get it done. The good thing is everyone wants property tax relief for Texans. And so we'll just have to put the work in to make sure it's done.
What are your constituents saying about this? Because the House has a plan, the Senate has a plan. It doesn't seem like the governor's really negotiating between the two, but letting both chambers work it out. What are your constituents saying? Do they want one plan over the other?
They just want property tax relief. They have not really went back and forth about the plans. That their main concern in District 110 is just that they get some type of relief.
Governor Abbott has also said for this second special session, he wants lawmakers to come up with a way to eventually eliminate part of the property taxes, the school taxes that are M&O, the maintenance and operations taxes. That funds public schools, and it's what schools rely on, as you know. Is that even possible to do, in your opinion?
Well, I guess that's why we're going to study the issue to see if it is possible. But I don't see it happening anytime soon, but it's good to look at it and see. And unfortunately, that's one thing when we can't come up with a solution. A lot of times we study it, but it will be good to really do a deep dive in the issue to see if we can come up with some sound solutions for more relief. But I doubt that it would be able to be eliminated.
One bill you got passed in the regular session is really remarkable, and it's made a lot of headlines and had a lot of people kind of scratching their heads trying to figure out how you do it. And that is, you got an insurance benefit extended to new moms where they get insurance for 12 months, for an entire year after giving birth. Texas, as you know, already has the most maternal deaths in the entire country. This is the third time you introduced this. Third time's a charm for you, evidently. But why did it pass now when it's failed before?
Well, one of the things that I've always said to my colleagues, if you're going to be pro-life, be pro-life. And this bill to extend Medicaid services is a pro-life bill. And the first time I filed it was in 2019. It passed, and then I didn't get a hearing in the Senate. And then in 2021, during the 87th legislative session, I was able to get the support of Speaker Phelan. He was very supportive of it because he was aware of the alarming rates of deaths of women. Women were dying, and our maternal mortality and morbidity review committee report was stating that these deaths were preventable, that 90% of the women who died, their deaths were preventable. And it's because after having a baby, they only had 2 months of health care, but studies have shown that the number one recommendation was to extend Medicaid benefits so that women could have a whole year of comprehensive health care. Because women were dying from, postpartum, not being able to get the mental health treatment they needed, cardiovascular disease, hypertension, things that were preventable only if they had access to health care.
How significant is the passage of this bill?
This is my 10th year in the Texas legislature, and I've passed some great legislation, but this one right here is one that's, really important to me because it saved lives. To know that women, especially Black women, were dying at alarming rates, and now women will be able to get the health care that they need, and it will save lives. That's huge. And so that's why this legislation is so important.
Representative, thank you for the time. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Jason.